You wanna hit this? No.
The dinner, I'll be there. Every birthday party, I'll be there. Every Christmas, I'll be there.
This isn't your ex program, and I'm just gonna be real. Nick is making you look ugly. Nobody's telling you this because they're probably hitting it too. Let's get into the real about Nick. Honestly, I used to hit Nick all the time. It was just like a stress reliever, and I understand like, oh, you do it just because. That feeling that you get when you have Nick and you're like, oh yeah, I don't even really want to hit this, and then when you have it, you want to hit it so bad.
I don't need it. I definitely don't need it.
That's an addiction. I feel like most people know that it's an addiction and they just really don't want to kick it. They will say, oh, eventually I'll stop Nick. Eventually I'll stop buying Nick. When is the eventually gonna come? Because it doesn't seem like you want to eventually quit Nick. The first week of not hitting Nick, I cried. Because it was something that really calmed me down. Even if it didn't calm me down, it was just like a little pacifier. Hitting Nick was basically a pacifier. I could be watching a movie, hit a little Nick. When I smoked, I wanted to hit a little Nick. When I drank, I wanted to hit a little Nick. But it gets to a point where you have to really sit and think, oh, I'm consciously wanting Nick all the time. Like, I'm not a baby. I don't need a pacifier, so why do I need Nick so bad? I just had to sit back and realize, like, I was living before Nick. I could live after it. The second thing about hitting Nick, you'll think, oh, I'm actually done, I'm through, like I haven't hit Nick in so long. But you may or may not relapse. I did end up relapsing the summer of 2025, but by the end of 2025, like November, December, I completely cut it off because I knew that I wanted my resolution to be quitting Nick. Even if it is the new year and your resolutions have passed and you wanted to quit Nick, you could still quit whenever. I do feel like quitting Nick made me look a lot younger, and it helped me really regulate some things within myself. But yeah, just stop hitting Nick. And it's so easy to say, oh, just quit Nick, I'm gonna stop hitting Nick. But are you really going to stop is the question. I never really thought I would kick it, only because I've been hitting it since high school. I graduated in 2020. It's now 2026. I didn't really completely stop until August 2025. Now back to the relapsing part. I did go out the summer of 2025, and when I would drink, I would want to hit Nick, or when I'm over my friend's house. It's just like something that really pacifies you. I completely understand how Nick makes you feel. If I've been hitting it since high school, I feel like I'm the best candidate to know. There's also people older than me that hit Nick. You think a cigarette is better. It's really not. I honestly quit hitting cigarettes too. Just because you stopped hitting Nick doesn't mean that the cigarette's gonna help you stop hitting Nick. I ended up smoking cigarettes, hitting Nick, and smoking weed. I completely cut all of it out. I haven't hit anything. It's February 2026. The new year has really reset some things in me. So now I'm just like completely clean of alcohol, weed, Nick, men. I cut out men 2026. No dating. I'm really just gonna hone in on my singleness, because I feel like being single and stopping Nick makes you look so much hotter. I can't stress this enough. It's not dragging your face down. You don't look tired all the time, because you could look smoked out. Trust. There's no getting around these. I know you want to hit some berry breeze. I was honestly a mint fanatic, and that's when I knew that I needed to stop, because there's no way that I want to hit gum flavored air when I could just chew gum. Third thing, I personally don't feel like X program works that good. I haven't tried it personally. I knew it wouldn't work for me. It would be like texting ChatGPT. How do I stop hitting Nick? And it gives most like baseline answer that is probably wrong and not suited for who I am. So I just didn't even bother with the X program. I ended up quitting cold turkey, which I know some people may or may not be able to do. I know how bad it can get, and I've seen how bad it can get, not just in myself but with other people. That really influenced me to stop too, because I didn't want to end up like fiending for Nick. I didn't want to end up crying one day and I'm like, oh, I really need to hit this. I need this to like calm me down. It's gonna help me. It really doesn't help me at all. Nick just does not help. No matter how much you think it helps relieve your stress, it gives you more stress. It heightens your anxiety levels when you don't have it. Have you ever hit Nick and like your heart rate starts to increase? that's what it's doing. It's increasing your heart rate because it's not meant for your body. Fourth, I just really had to realize I wasn't born with it. Probably not wanting to die with it. If I die and you find all my personal items on me and I have nick on me, that's not something I really want to be remembered by. And I know it's not that big of a deal because it's just like, oh, everybody hits it. I actually don't want this on me when I die. So some people make it look cute. It's not that cute. It's gonna make you look ugly. It's gonna make you look tired, actually. I don't want to look tired, so I stopped nick completely. The fifth thing that helped me stop hitting was the financial stability. It was cutting into my budget. When I became unemployed, it was just like, am I really gonna like set aside some money? Whatever money I make, am I gonna really set aside some to buy citrus breeze? Is this something I really want to cut into my finances? Do I really want to spend $15 to $30 on a nick? Especially the prices of the ones that last longer, they cost that much for a reason, because it's gonna make you hit it a whole bunch, and then when you're done, it's just like, oh, let me go buy another one that lasts this long. These breezes began to only last a week for me, or like 2 weeks, because I would hit it so much. I would hit it during work. It would be a stress reliever during work. I would hit it after work because I don't have to hide in the bathroom and hit my neck. These costed about $15, and it's like, oh, $15 isn't really that bad, but when you add it up over 2 weeks for like years, that's a lot of fucking money. If you want to save and you're still hitting nick, you don't want to save that bad. You're not hungry for the money. The sixth thing that helped me quit nick was, I remember when it got so bad to a point in high school, you know, when you would hook up a cart with wires, I would rip apart, take off the bottom, grab another nick flavor, put the sponge with the oil from the last nick into one of them, and have like a mixed flavored nick. Like, I would create my own flavor of nick. That's when I knew that it was bad. Why am I ripping out the sponge from the nick, putting it into another one, and creating my own flavor? That's when I knew I should have stopped, but then I hit it for another 3 years. I hope this video helped you stop or want to stop. Like, it really makes you think. I don't want to make this video too long because it's really not me telling you what to do, but if you want to stop hitting nick, you really just have to sit and realize, like, what am I doing with myself? Sit in the mirror and be like, ooh, I don't look as good as I did before I started hitting this. Probably even go look back at videos of yourself and like look at yourself before you hit nick and see how like joyous you were. This is my first YouTube video. I'm gonna probably make more YouTube videos, not about nick, probably about myself. I really need to rack up some footage so I can create an intro, because I don't know, I may or may not have an intro. I'm Paris.Cruise on Instagram and TikTok. For any other content that you want to see, I do suggest telling me on my TikTok, because that's what I'm on most of the time. If you want to quit nick and you say eventually, this video is probably for you. I'm Paris and this was my video, so yeah.